Hi everyone, welcome again to the 1005th reset of Vanessa Roman, which is my visual novel that's masquerading as a D&D campaign. My name's Maggie /Meta, if you follow me on Tumblr. I will be your humble game master, and I'm also the artist behind a lot of this art, if it isn't a stock image that I ripped off the internet. If the players would like to introduce themselves, starting with Graham.
Sure. Hello, my name is Graham, and I'm playing Piotr Shale, a large, lovable rock guy whose big heart makes up for his unimpressive reading comprehension level. And that's it.
I will go then. My name is Kyle. I am a 3'2" Lightfoot halfling named Flynn Misselpot.
I carry myself with the energy of probably torn between idealism and frustration, for I am far shorter than the rest of my compatriots. I am a monk, and I'm wearing pretty good clothes, but specifically my boots are master crafts worked, and very fond of those. And apparently also, my different coin pouches become dog toys. That's fun.
More than toys, Flynn.
My
name is My name is Bill, and I am playing Priz O'Neill. Priz is a bard, a bit flamboyant, a bit full of himself, but what's interesting is that in this particular scenario, the good guys, I've recently just joined this group, and the other party thinks I'm on their side. So I'm sort of a bit of a neutral at the moment, although my companions here are not my new friends. And so I just thought I'd bring that up. And yeah, I'm a bard by trade and goal, and a tremendous fighter, if anyone's never seen me fight. Thank you.
My name's Ryan. I play Herb Goblano, a 5'11" goblin warlock.
Definitely a real goblin.
I'm currently passed out in a plate of mashed potatoes.
I think you got woken up at the very end.
No, I woke up a little, but
Yeah.
it's here and there.
The potatoes remain.
The potato. Yes, you will have potatoes on your face. You will have to roll for potato. I don't know what that entails, but we'll figure it out as we go. Brief recap on what happened last time. You all found yourselves in the mansion of Azaria Fitch, a warlock art trader who has also been, I guess, moonlighting as a fae trader, and using that to fund his artwork purchases. You all, after beating him in a game of puzzles that were definitely very original that I made up, you arrived at his manor and very quickly realized that he had every intention of getting rid of you. Where you last found yourselves was Herb was upstairs, formerly blacked out until Maury, the goblin that you met, woke you up. To find that Hilda, the large orcish woman, was coming at you with an axe, and downstairs in the basement, after discovering a horde of fey creatures that are clearly in cages to be trafficked, Pewter was nearly tricked with expert persuasion into walking into one of the cages, and upon hearing the voice of the boulder himself, which definitely was not his good friend Priz, he decided not to do it and has now initiated combat. In the interim, I made this lovely thing.
Ooh, I like that.
We are going to, I guess, put this up here. Does that look good? Do we like that?
Yeah, it looks great.
All right.
I
I
love
like that a lot.
Quite helpful.
So that's our initiative tracker. This is the first time that we're going to be doing combat on stream. Pretty standard, but I'll try and let you know if you're on deck, but just keep an eye on that at the top of the screen, so that, we keep this running smooth. All right, so we will start upstairs in the kitchen, or rather the dining hall, with Herb. You are initiated in combat with Hilda, which I can pull up real quick. There she is. She's too tall. But just trust, she's there.
Okay.
You are a little sleepy still from being drugged. So you will roll with disadvantage on any dexterity saves. But what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna say, "Whoa, big lady," and then I'm gonna cast darkness on my shirt. I think.
You're-
Overlap.
Wait,
And so, what's that?
you're casting darkness on your shirt?
Yes, on my shirt. And because I'm a warlock, I have hold on, it's in your features and traits, I believe. Where's it at? Yeah, Devil's Sight. I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical. She, me, and I can see it.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. Then in that case, we'll go ahead and here. Actually, I'm gonna get Mori on the screen as well. There she is. Because she is with you. Okay, yeah. Go. You cast darkness and quickly shroud the room in an orb of magical darkness, blinding both Hilda and Mori, who you are unsure of whose side she is on at the moment. Hilda kind
And
of
am I allowed to throw something as a bonus action?
depends on what you're throwing.
The heaviest thing I can find on the table.
Do not throw the short stack. Don't do it.
Like an item of food or a goblet of some kind.
Just double checking. Is darkness a full action or is it can you cast it as a bonus action?
I believe it's a full action. So I was saying like as a let me see actually. Yeah, only Hex. Hex is my only spell that's a bonus action, so it would be a
Okay.
full action.
I think that technically what you'd be doing is using it as an improvised weapon, so I believe that would count as a
Okay, no worries.
second attack, yeah. You could like knock over a chair in front of
Yeah, I'll try to knock some stuff onto the ground so maybe she trips.
Okay.
And then I think that'll be my turn.
You this darkness is filled with the sound of clattering as you knock dishes and chairs onto the ground. And you hear Mori be like, "Hey, yo, be careful, man."
Alright, that's my turn.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Leaf. Now, I believe Leaf was downstairs, because I believe that Leaf was hiding in Flynn's bag. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And just to double check, Flynn, did you manage to remove yourself from the harness last session?
Oh boy, that was the question. Kind of. I didn't roll very well, and I was kind of at the whim of Pewter.
Okay.
It's a pretty loose harness though, so it's just some straps really.
You ruled that there was no quick release hatch.
Mhm.
That was where we left it.
Yes.
And
Okay,
I
so
rolled
what I'll
really bad.
say is, when Azaria cast this Eldritch Blast at the two of you, I will say he actually narrowly missed. But in kind of the shock, you did manage to wiggle yourself free. And it is actually Leaf's turn. So he is going to fly out of your bag. And he is going to polymorph in an attempt to assist you two.
Oh.
/3. Again, he's not exactly sure whose side Priz is on at the moment. And I'm going to roll. Okay, so here's the deal with this. Because I'm rolling for this, I didn't want to draw a bunch of different animals that he could possibly turn into, knowing that I would only get to use one. So I opted for an alternative, which I hope everyone will be okay with. So Leaf is gonna turn into a bear.
Oh my god.
And he's not happy.
He's very angry. So yeah, he's going to polymorph into a bear, and he is going to he's going to take a swipe at. Man, I hope this is a great scene for people to walk into if they're joining the stream. He's gonna take a swipe at Sven. And that is a miss. So he's still getting used to being a bear. He swipes and he misses, but he's aiming to kind of put some bulk in between you guys. Next up is Sven, and he is currently without his weapon because Pewter last session actually pried it from his hands. So he is going to attempt to take it back. So my solution to that is that he is actually going to do a contested strength check with Pewter, to try and wrestle the weapon back out of his hands.
Can I roll persuasion on you to convince you to let me roll athletics for this instead of strength? Give me that little +2 extra.
I think we're getting too many rolls deep.
Okay, all right. Just strength then. Here we go. All right. And my grip has loosened because I'm hearing the voice of my deity, and so I only got a 5.
He got a 15, so he is going to pry it out of your hands. Also, I don't think this is the correct music. Hold on. There we go. Let's get some dramatic battle music that, once again, the players cannot hear. But it's more for the viewers.
Now we're... Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I love this.
All right. So he manages to pry the weapon back into his hands. And he is going to then immediately swing it at you again, Pewter.
Okay, whoa, I said you could not have that back unless you were going to behave. Okay, calm down.
I don't think this hits, but does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, he misses. Sven's having a rough day.
Yes, he is. He's about to be in very big trouble too, mister. Just you wait till it's my turn.
All right, Priz, you are up.
Okay, well, I'm in a unique situation because no one knows whose side I'm on. I'm going to start off, I guess it's time to commit, so I'm going to use, one quick question, how far is it to the top of the stairs and back to Herb?
I will say from... we'll say that the stairs are 30 feet. And then it would probably be around another 30 feet to get to the doorway of the kitchen.
Right, all right. Well, since I don't know if Herb's awake or not, and obviously everything's going downtown right here, I'm going to cast, first off, real quick question, was Pewter, I'm trying to remember, someone took some point damage in the kitchen, but don't remember who got hurt.
No, I don't believe anyone took any damage in the kitchen.
I thought someone lost.
The mashed potatoes took damage. I think that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dinner ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought someone lost 3. Okay, never mind. All right, fine. So, back to it. I'm going to do a level 1 dissonant whisper. I'm going to throw it at the big guy there, Isaria, and
Okay, well.
Well,
See, me or the bear? So I was like, wait a second.
Azaria
Yeah,
is definitely not a big guy.
I was referring more to rank than size. Obviously, there's some real brutes in here, so I'm thinking they don't need a lot of help, but anything might help. So I'm going to cast level 1 Dissonant Whisper at Asaria, which is instantaneous within 60 feet. It's an action. What do I roll?
You tell me for Distant Whispers.
Oh, he needs. Oh, I'm sorry. He needs a save of Wisdom 13.
Okay, thank you. All right. He gets a 13 exactly. So that is a save.
So who wins it? That's a save.
Yes, it's meet it or beat it. So with a 13, he does succeed. Does he take partial damage, or is?
Yeah. Hey, a creature. Okay. On a it fails. The creature blah blah blah. Wait. Creature doesn't move us. There's a fire. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage.
Okay.
Doesn't have to move away though.
Okay.
So he gets
go
to
ahead
stay
and roll for
put.
damage for me.
Okay. Okay. And it is a. 1d6. Okay. So.
We have some first time / very long time since played D&D, so we've got some learning curves a little bit.
All right. So, what do I hit?
What did you?
You
What
want to hit
damage did you
Azaria?
get?
1d6. So I need to hit a 6-sided die.
You need to roll a 6-sided die.
Excellent.
I just imagine.
Try to
Turk saying
avoid
this
hitting
all
the
out
dice. It
loud.
doesn't really work.
Oh, okay. And right. So I'm going to. Wait. It rolled 3d6. So sorry. So it was a 3-1-1-5. So I guess he takes half that.
Yes. So. Okay,
Alright.
3, 1, 1. What? Hold on. You said you rolled 3d6 and then you listed 4 numbers.
3d6. It's a 1, a 3, and a 1. It was a terrible roll.
Okay, 1, a 3, and a 1. So for 5, half of that will round up. He takes 3 points of damage.
Right. Now I can move. And I can also do a bonus, right?
Correct.
All right. So I'm going to use a one-time cat reflex thing. It's sort of a trait. It basically means I move like double fast,
Okay.
right? Well, I can't use it again until I rest. So I'm going to go up the stairs, cross the room to the entrance to the kitchen, because I'm afraid Herb may actually be unconscious and with a very dangerous foe. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that, and then when I get there, I was going to do a bonus action if he needs, but he doesn't. So I guess that's me.
All right. So
Maggie,
Yes.
can I interject for a sec?
Yeah.
So with the darkness thing, the way I've seen it played before, because like obviously we don't want it to be too OP. It's like, since I'm sort of in the center of this ball, they can like roughly approximate where it would be. So like any attacks against me would be like disadvantage.
okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not like just they can't attack me.
I'm imagining kind of Toph vision of like there's like some sound-based stuff where I think
Yeah.
Hilda's probably just gonna be wildly swinging that axe and hoping something hits. So
It's just like they aim roughly at the center of the ball of darkness. And
yeah.
Okay.
So Hilda's gonna do just that. She's going to draw the large axe from her back. Just a bit of a behind the curtain on my end. On my sheets that I have for these characters, Hilda's attack is just called Wonk. So she's gonna wonk you. And she will roll with disadvantage. Okay. All right, so the lower of the two was an 11, which I don't believe hits.
It does not hit.
Okay. You hear the sound of the axe hitting the dining room table just to your right. I guess you actually can see her. So you see her nearly hit you, but are able to dodge out of the way. And she's just sort of kind of shouting illegibly. She's not really saying words. She's just sort of like, "Rrrr!" But she's quite peeved. I will say that. We'll jump downstairs again to Pewter. And Flynn, you're on deck.
Okay, well, I have to say I'm not happy with this guy, so I feel like I have to show him what he's doing is wrong. I say, okay, well, if you want to play rough, I'll show you how it feels, and then maybe you'll change your mind. And I'm gonna pull out a massive stone maul from my back, and it's got kind of like blue glowing runes along it, and then at the center it's got like a blue orb, like pushed into the stone maul, basically. And I rear up to swing, and I'm gonna swing at this guy. And when I do, the blue on the orb is gonna start to glow brightly, because I'm hoping if I hit, I'm gonna do a divine smite. So let me roll to hit.
All right. And you're attacking Sven, just double checking.
Yes. Well, I was trying to attack Sven, but I just rolled a 1.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So I did not do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, while you are aiming for Sven, there is a small halfling that just fell out of your of your tether, which is positioned right around at the ground at your feet. And I'm gonna say, Flynn, if you could roll a dexterity save with disadvantage because you're still sleepy to avoid getting hit by Pewter's attack.
Peter. No.
I see giant rock feet coming. Dexterity save. Well, I wish I just had the first roll, because that first was 23.
Oof.
Second was 11.
All right. I'll say with an 11, we'll take half damage. So Pewter, if you could roll, you don't have to use your divine smite, but go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Well, it's a 9, so.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Flynn. We need to put like a big vest on you, man, like a bright yellow vest. I see where you are all the time, you know. Oh, but I am sorry. I will heal you.
Yeah. Flynn, if you could take 4 damage for me. Yeah.
But what if I don't want to? Ow.
Speaking of Pewter, do you have any other things to do on your turn?
As a bonus action, I would like to cast Alarm, but not actually with magic. I'm just going to start shouting, "Alarm! Alarm! Alarm!" so that everybody upstairs knows.
Okay. Actually, talking is a free action, but
I cast Talking.
you cast talking. Yeah. All right, Flynn, you are up.
My ears ringing from alarming in my ear, and my chest hurting from a maul smash. I look up, and DM, what would I roll to see if Azaria is reminding me anyone from my past?
Roll an intelligence check. I generally use intelligence as my memory test.
Okay, that was natural 7 to 7.
A natural 7.
Natural 7.
No, he does not.
I think that's a California 4.
He does not remind you of anyone from your past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter. No. Yes, but I think I'm awake now. Who are we supposed to be hitting? Oh.
Well, I have to ask myself the same question, Flynn, because so far, I think I'm trying to hit this guy, but I've not had lots of luck. Nobody has. I look at Leaf and I shrug.
He shrugs back.
All right.
It's not his slippery target guy, you know.
You think he
I
shrugs,
step up.
actually. It's hard to tell with a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, let's give it a go.
I will run up off of the bear's back, jump, leap into the air, and try to swing a fist at Sven.
Okay.
That would be an unarmed strike unless you have me roll other things.
Nope, unarmed strike. And then we'll say throw an acrobatics check in there.
Okay, well, it was a 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hit.
Acrobatics. For 21 acrobatics.
All right. Yeah, you do a sick flip, and then you clock him straight in the face.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll for damage for me.
Mainly
I'm
flat.
also going to spend a key point to do Hand of Harm, so as I'm flying through the air, you see my fist start to, like, glow this purplish glow, and you, like, feel like there's this
Band of my fist as it's reaching towards Sven's face. Okay, so I will roll. That is going to be, 5 from the initial strike, and then 6 damage of necrotic.
All right. So 11 damage total. This is my least favorite part of D&D, is sitting over here doing math. I'm from a calculator generation.
That's right. Toss some math rocks. You have do the math.
All right, yeah. Sven looks a little perturbed by the strength that this. I think Sven just thought you might have been a small child, to be honest. I don't think he anticipated the strength at which you clocked him in the face. And he goes, "Hey, that really hurt."
How are you still standing? Pewter?
and I start to back up,
Not too close. Don't tell you.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. Back upstairs. I'm not gonna keep swapping between these characters. I'm sorry. Back upstairs, Mori is also in magical darkness, and she is going to punch, but she doesn't seem to be aiming at you, Herb. She actually seems to be trying to aim at Olga, but she will also have disadvantage because she cannot see what she is doing. In my notes for Mori, it says that her attack is called the good old punch, so... Alright,
There you
that's
go.
a 2 from Mori. We love a classic 2.
Woohoo!
She does miss, unfortunately. And as she kind of fails to hit anything, just a lot of air, you see her kind of shuffle back against the wall, trying to get out of harm's way. And I'm gonna say, in the magical darkness, Olga is not trying to hit Mori, so is not going to take an opportunity attack, because Olga is unaware that Mori was actually trying to hit her.
So embarrassing for Mori, the whole.
Yeah, Mori's really whiffing it
yeah.
over here. All right, and then finally, Azaria, who rolled a natural 1 on his initiative roll, is going to kind of back up, startled by the sudden bear in the room that he was not expecting, but also just the chaos of everything going on. Is going to go, okay, let's, I'm just going to hit you, actually. I think that's the best option. And he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast at, we'll say Flynn, because you just attacked Sven and did a significant amount of damage. All right.
That's it. Pick on the little guy.
All right, that is a dirty
Hey, he can
20.
pick on whoever he wants.
I'm gonna assume that hits.
Yeah, that beats the armor class.
Yeah. All right, and that does. You're lucky. He has some. That is going to do 6 points of damage.
Oh,
Flynn, you were the tank, right? That's what we talked about before.
oh. I'm so tired. I'm so hurt.
You are not sleepy anymore.
Tired for other reasons.
Yeah. All right, and we are back up to Herb.
All right. Well, I think would I evoke an opportunity attack if I tried to like get away from her?
It would, but she's gonna have disadvantage on it because she still can't really
Okay.
see you. But she would know that
I
you're
think
leaving because the darkness would move.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to back up like a good 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. She's gonna roll for that opportunity attack. And all right, the lower, the 2, and that is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, she misses once
Humongous.
again. This is just a
All right.
crew of no one's aim is great over on Azaria's crew.
And then I think I'm going to Eldritch Blast her.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. It's an 18 to hit.
That does
Nice.
hit, yes.
Alright. And that should be 11 damage.
All
And
right.
to the keen listener, you'll hear what doesn't sound like a normal Eldritch Blast. You'll hear an oof and then a thud as something falls to the floor and then disappears.
Yeah, she, unfortunately in the darkness it will remain a mystery, but, yeah, does not sound like a standard Eldritch Blast. And Mori actually goes, did you just throw something? I can't see.
No.
Okay. I don't, alright. And you said that was 11 damage? Or,
Yep.
okay. Alright. Next up is Leaf. Man, I wish that this turn order had fallen so that I didn't have to keep doing this. It'd be great if everyone was just grouped up together. But he is going to charge straight for Azaria. And once
I
again...
smack him on the butt when he goes by me. I say, "You got it this time, buddy. Come on."
I am leaping as far away from the feet as possible. I've learned my lesson. Don't stand next to bigger creatures.
I couldn't even fathom what bear sounds would be made if you smacked a bear on the butt. But he charges at Azaria and is going to swing. Bear has advantage on wisdom checks, really? Oh, perception. That makes sense. It's like this. Why are bears wise? Okay, finally. All right. That is not a. That is a hit, and he's going to roll for his damage. Wow. All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He is going to raise one of his paws and just smack Azaria, dealing 12 points of damage, and sending Azaria kind of into the wall. And he's going to let out a roar, or whatever bears do, and kind of continue striding towards Azaria. Clearly that is his main gripe at the moment.
How's that wine glass looking?
Well, it's breaking, as you can see in his hand.
Oh no.
But he's still clutching it. It's his lifeline.
He's like a broken arm, and then the other arm is there's still liquid in the glass.
Yeah. Actually, every time he takes a sip of the wine, he regains 20 hit points. So that's actually a very crucial item for him. All right, next up is Sven. Sven is going to take a swing at Pewter, seeing the big tall thing that frightens him. He's scared of that which he does not understand, and in this case, that is large boulder man.
I get it, but let's calm down.
All right, that is a 19 to hit.
Oh, okay, good job, buddy. You hit it.
All right, that is 8 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance, which I have as a race thing. And so I can choose to reduce incoming damage by 1d12 plus Constitution modifier.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to just roll this. Oh, of course. Oh, okay, I thought it was a 1. It's a 7. And then my Constitution is +3, so 10. So it doesn't even hurt.
Yeah, I'm imagining you're doing the whole like, oh, very good, buddy, and it's just like it just stops. Like you do not move when it hits you. And there's just the collision, and you see Sven's eyes go wide as he's just like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so next time you're going to want to lead with your hips. It's all in hips. Hold on, I'll show you in just a second.
And we are going to jump to Priz, who is upstairs. Priz, you actually notice as you approach the doorway that there's this orb of magical darkness that you cannot see through. And because of this, you're actually not super sure where it's coming from. But considering neither Hilda nor Mori are casters, you could take a guess.
Right. So I can't see her, right? I mean, is it around them or is it around? Everyone's in darkness but me.
Or just remind me, what is the radius on darkness?
Let me check real quick. A 15-foot radius.
Okay.
Oh, and you only moved 10 feet away.
Yep.
Mate. All right. Thanks a lot. Okay. So
Well, I think Mori is probably there.
Yeah, Mori's like against the wall, so you might see Mori.
she's in darkness. Her own darkness, right? Or is she in his?
Well, she's not casting darkness. She just has been hugging the wall to avoid being in the void.
Okay, so my cat sight won't help in this darkness because it's magical, right?
Correct.
All right, so I just see a big dark blob and Mori on the wall.
Yep. Well, she'll go ahead and say, yeah, I think the Knot Goblin cast this. He's in there with Hilda.
If I run in the darkness, I could run into someone without even seeing them till I run into them, right? I mean, it's magical black.
Yes, Herb's gonna be in the center of it, but you don't know where Hilda is at this point.
Right. So, okay, so line of sight spells won't work, and if I go in to try to do a manual attack, I would just be running into the non-middle.
Yeah, but there's only one way to figure it out.
Yeah. Right. Quick question. If I'm at the top of the stairs looking down, I'm assuming it's like a basement thing going down.
Well, you're not at the top of the stairs anymore. You made it all the way to the doorway.
Right. But if I went 30 feet back now, a regular 30 feet, I'd be at the top of the stairs. Could I see any of the bad guys downstairs?
You took one look at the darkness and went, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna turn back around. I don't think I'm messing with that today.
If I see Priz running back down the stairs, I'm gonna be like, look, Flynn, he's got the zoomies. He's going so fast. Run.
Right. Oh. Brilliant idea. Stop. Okay, so.
Priz is saying this out loud, I assume. To himself.
Peter, do you understand what he's doing?
You just hear very muffled upstairs.
Hilda, I'm here to help. Where are you? You said talking is not action, right?
Correct. Hilda.
She thinks I'm on side, you know.
There's a distant grunt from inside the void, but Hilda noticeably does not talk. So.
Right. And if I go to the top of the stairs, I couldn't see the bad guy downstairs, or is it like looking down a hallway I can see them?
You'd have to move to the stairs to see what you can see.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, on the way out. All right. Right. Okay. So, I grab my rapier and my dagger, and I proceed toward the grunt, blades in front. Actually, I rephrase that. Rapier in front, I'll stick something, and I'll know before the dagger where to maybe stick the dagger. So I head straight for the grunt into the darkness, yelling, "Here I come, Hilda!" And I'll take off into the darkness.
Okay.
God bless me.
This is quickly becoming
a queen in country.
dust cloud.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It's always caused mass panic in the streets last session.
Uh-oh. All right. So you charge it. I mean, are you making an attack against Hilda?
Yes, that is the intent.
Okay.
Unless I end up running through the cloud and hitting a wall.
All right. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage an attack. So that's.
All right, I shall do that. Let's see, rapier. Right. What do I click?
That would be the hit +6. Should be next to your rapier or whatever it says.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it
Yeah.
back on?
I do love the idea of Priz staring down at his
Right.
sword, being
It
like, "How do
says-
I
it's-
use you?"
Well, I mean, look, it says rapier right in my inventory.
Uh-huh.
And
And
you
it
know,
should have
2
a-
plus 25 more.
You have it equipped,
Yeah.
and then you should be able to go to actions, and then you should be able to hit with it.
Oh, bloody hell. Actions. There you go, mate. See?
There we go.
All I
Priz
need
is
was a little assist
struggling
from someone half my
With a
age.
mental menu.
Just stab him. I'm just kidding. Just stab him.
Dude, what are you
Stab him.
doing?
Understand.
It's just...
Just
All
stab
right.
him.
I rolled my +5. I rolled a 7 plus 5, so a 12.
that does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Can I do my second weapon? I have a 2-weapon attack.
Yeah,
thing.
you can do your
Or do
dagger.
I have to hit the first time?
No, you can use your
Can
dagger.
I
Right.
yell to him?
Yeah,
And
sure.
say, like, where she is relative to his first attack,
Okay.
using, like, advantage, so it cancels out.
Yeah, we'll say
Well,
you can
I
roll
got,
neutral.
I got a
now.
night.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll be like, to your
19.
left, to your left, Priz.
19.
Yeah,
on the
that does
dagger.
hit.
You got it.
Yay, team. All right. And should be a surprise to her because I don't think she think I was coming for her in the darkness. But anyway, I don't know if it matters.
I think she
So
could
it
have just
does,
as easily
pierce-
assumed that you just missed.
Oh, right. Well, okay. I was like that. So yeah, I rolled dagger damage is equal 3 plus 2 equals 6.
6? All right. You deal 6
Right.
damage to Hilda, and you hear her grunt angrily at you. She's like, "Rrrr."
Oh, good thing she can't see who did it, eh? Ha!
You laugh, and she immediately knows
Do
you're
you
in
say
front
that
of her.
out loud?
Yeah. This is where I
That
reveal.
damn herb! Damn herb, Hilda, you can't trust him.
This is where I
He's
reveal
got a knife.
that Priz's weapon actually has a psychic check on it, and every time he tries to use the rapier, he has to solve like mind games in his head, which is why he struggles sometimes. Next up is Hilda, and actually, I'm gonna have you make a deception check on your shouting in front of her and then saying it was someone else.
Me too, and I know where to punch that thingy too. Watch, it's 8 plus my 7 is a 15.
It should, if you're doing it in D&D Beyond, it should add it together for you.
It does. It says 8 plus 7 equals 15.
Okay.
Oh, you just want the last number. All right. 15.
I
I
do
like
love.
hearing the math. It helps me actually. So
He,
you know.
he just keeps yelling random numbers. I mean, I don't know what it means, but he just keeps going for it.
Priz being minorly insane because he's shouting the numbers of his rolls is my favorite. All right, yeah, that convinces her. She goes, "Rrr." And you actually feel Priz as she holds out a hand to shove you out of the way, but does not swing her axe at you. But I will say she does very roughly shove you because you did just stab her. So she's gonna try and throw you to the ground.
Oh, so she does know it was me. All right.
Oh, I guess. Well, she.
If she bought my deception,
Yeah.
she thought it was him.
That's true. Well, if she thinks that it's you, okay, if she thinks that you're Herb, then she's gonna swing her axe at you. This is great. No, she's gonna go ahead and attack you.
Congratulations.
Wait. I want to back up.
And she's going to. All right.
Why do I feel like I painted the whole room and I'm standing in a corner?
Does a 14 hit?
Armor class 14.
All right, so she meets it. So, you are so you are so convincing with your lie that you are in fact Herb that just said that. That she's gonna go ahead and swing her axe, and she does hit you squarely in the shoulder, we'll say.
Not the face. Okay. Just not the face or the hair.
And that is going to be 9 points of damage.
Ow. All right.
And
You're welcome, Herb.
Thank you.
And she's just, Herb, you see her, she's continuing to kind of like swing wildly. But you have seen her, she's kind of pivoting because she felt that she made contact with something. And she's kind of turning to face Priz, which she's just knocked into a wall. And I'm willing to even say maybe knocked you out of the darkness bubble. But Maury kind of looks over and goes like, man, that's yikes. That sucks to suck. All right, next up is Pewter.
Okay, so Flynn is right here next to me. I'm going to lean down. I say, hold on 1 second, and I point at the dwarf. And then I lean down and I pick up Flynn. I go, how are you feeling, little buddy?
It hurts. Just everything hurts.
Okay, hold on. And I'm going to lay on hands to Flynn. Can I just ask how much health you need? Or is that...
And I'm feeling like 10 points of something. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Okay, say no more, Flynn. And I'm going to... glow blue from my eyes and my chest, and it like travels to my fingers. And as the blue glow hits you, Flynn, you start to feel way better. And I'm gonna give you 10 hit points back.
I love the idea of I love the idea of like Pewter's like on a scale of 1 to 10, except for him specifically, it's like on a scale of 1 to 21, how would you rank your pain?
And also, if the DM allows, I know that lay on hands is an action, but I figure that Flynn could probably like jump to the air anyway. Mm-hmm. I'd really like Peter to be able to toss Flynn over to Fitch.
All right. I will say, because fortunately you guys are next to each other in the turn order, I'll allow it because it's funny.
Okay, I'll say, all right, Flynn, I got this guy here. He's trying his best. I'm gonna talk to him, but I want you to tense up your core. Okay, lock your legs.
Wait. What are you about to
And
do?
we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, go Boulder, and I'm gonna throw him across the room over to.
And you are flying through the air, Flynn, as it is your turn.
Well, I guess my choice has been made for me. I am a missile flying. I'm coming at Azaria like a spider monkey.
Mm-hmm.
I will land and make an unarmed attack.
Alrighty.
We'll see how that goes first. Let's see.
I hope this is a new fighting style moving forward, is throwing Flynn like cannonball.
The first strike I was not prepared for. I got a natural 2 for 7.
Okay.
That
does
landing.
miss.
You're doing great, Flynn.
Thanks, Peter. I have something for you, and I'll just try to flurry into 2 more unarmed strikes at his face now that I'm up in his business.
All right.
Oh, that one's a natural 20.
Woo!
Yeah, that's my guy. I'm clapping.
And I will, on that hit, also do Hand of Harm, so that will double the dice of that one as well.
Okay, wow.
So that is going to be 8 unarmed damage and then 7 necrotic damage, as that purplish hand goes and basically smacks him in the face.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, he was kind of distracted by the bear, and then he saw you whiff it, and you saw him like start to laugh at you maybe a little bit, and then you proceeded to just start immediately clocking him in the face.
Hate to tell you this, I have one more, and I swing. That's gonna be 18 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Nice. And that is going to be another 6 points of damage.
Alrighty. Yeah, he is not looking too hot. And his nose looks like it's probably broken. And you just hear him very quietly being like, not the face.
Give up. Stop fighting.
I'm putting my hand on the dwarf too and pointing over at them, and I'm like, see, okay, that is what you want to be looking like. That is how you do it, you know. Maybe next time.
Next up is Maury, who has had kind of an embarrassing turnout so far. But you see her, interestingly enough, rather than charging into the fray where Hilda and Herb are, she's going to run around the corner, and Priz and Herb, you see as she leaves the kitchen and darts upstairs, and she's going to take the dash action to run upstairs, and she goes, I gotta go get something. It's important, I swear. As she rushes upstairs. Next up is Azaria, who is looking a bit worse for wear, and he is going to he's going to go, okay, you know what? This is a little bit unanticipated, but distraction! And he is going to grab the cage of what appears to be a phoenix and yank it towards you, Flynn, releasing the phoenix inside, who's going to basically explode with a burst of fire.
You're pretty.
And functionally, we're gonna say the bird's casting firebolt at you.
Oh, I thought you said fireball, and I was terrified.
The bird rolled a nat 1, so what happens instead is it doesn't hit you, fortunately, but it does hit the center of the room, and very quickly lights the fancy-looking carpet on fire. And you quickly realize that this room is really filled with things that are quite flammable, as this fiery bird starts lighting things on fire. With the rest of his turn, Azari is actually going to try and run for the exit. You do get an opportunity attack on him, and so does Leaf.
How hurt is he looking? Like, knock-outable, or?
He is bloody, but he seems like he's quite durable. So he looks like
okay.
It's dependent.
All right, I'll take a swat at him. I'm already in his face. Might as well.
Leaf misses, so all the best luck to you.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 4 points of smack in the face damage.
All right. Yeah, with
Or like,
I told you to give up.
you kind of smack him, but he's still standing, just barely. And he makes it to the front of the stairs and then turns and goes, Sven, it was nice knowing you, friend. Have fun down here. And he's going to run up the stairs And he only makes it to the top of the stairs, but when he does, you hear a click as you are presumably locked in the basement, which I should point out is now on fire.
Everything is fine, guys. Everything is fine.
All right.
Pewter
Next
drinks
up
his tea.
is Herb.
All right. Remembering her earlier comment, I'm gonna say, you shut up. I cast real spells like a real warlock. And then I'm gonna run like slightly slightly up the stairs if I can make it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again at her.
At
Which-
Hilda or Mori?
Hilda.
Okay.
And then that's gonna be 21, which I assume.
That hits, yeah.
And then a solid 4 damage as you hear another. Chris would specifically hear a oof and then a thud as another heavy object hits her and falls to the floor.
I'll actually say, if you use your movement to start running up the stairs, I would actually go out on a limb and say Hilda probably exits the darkness at that point.
Oh yeah, right.
So
That's true.
we would actually get to see what your Eldritch Blast looks like as it exits the magical darkness.
It's a rock.
Yeah.
It's just like a rock. A pretty sizable one that'd like hurt if you got hit by it.
Mhm.
But it's just a rock.
Which it does. It does 4 damage of force damage in the form of rock.
You know, I admire this, but I don't know that it's happening, so.
Yeah.
So out of the cloud, I'll see a big rock come flying out, and smack this ogre in the face.
Yes, she is an orc, first of all. Let's...
Yeah, they're all ogres to me, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Priz just lost some karma points. But I will say, you do all notice upstairs when Azaria enters the room, because he arrives kind of at the top of the basement, and you see him locking the door. And as he kind of sees the chaos of what's going on, he goes, "Okay, Hilda, new objective. Go and grab the yacht, and we're getting the hells out of here, yeah?" But Herb, you see that as you're about halfway on the stairs. And I'll even say from where your vantage point is, you see Mori busting open the door to one of the upstairs rooms.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Am I nearby any paintings?
You are... Yeah, I mean, there's probably some paintings hanging on the staircase.
It says I have some oil in my backpack. Can I? It's apparently 10 pounds, but can I throw that whatever jar it's in at one of the paintings
Sure, yeah.
just to piss him off?
Yeah.
Would that be what would that be, like unarmed?
You
strike or
don't need to roll for it. I really don't
Okay.
think you could miss if it's like 2
It's a
feet to your
painting.
left.
Okay.
You just kind of spike this oil on the painting, and you hear him just go, "No, that's a Giuliani. Those are incredibly rare. You imbecile." Actually, wait, no, I take it back. He probably
I don't
can't
think he
see
can
it.
see it.
Yeah, he just hears a crashing sound, like the sound of something hitting, and he goes, "I hope that wasn't the Giuliani, which is priceless." Who's to say, though? Yeah, okay. All right, next up is Leaf, who is in the burning basement. And he's actually going to exit his bear form. So everyone say goodbye to the bear.
Oh, wait. Out of choice, or?
Out of choice. Because now that
No? Okay, never mind. You're doing great, bud. I was gonna say you could use your massive form to roll around and put out these flames, but I'm sure whatever you have planned is a good idea too. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Leaf goes, I mean, no, was that a bad choice? I'm kind of panicking about the fire, dude.
No, you're doing great.
He is actually going to start flying around and trying to pick open the locks on the cages to try and let some of these creatures free. But specifically, you see him kind of darting around trying to presumably find his sister. And you kind of hear him shouting like, Violet, Violet, can you hear me? As he's flying around. And he'll use his turn to do that. Sven is panicking about the fire. You do see him trying to like hit the fire with his hammer as if that will do anything, but it really isn't really doing much. He goes, listen, friends, we're friends, right?
Yeah, well, okay, kind of. Go ahead.
Would you be willing to, I don't know why he's Italian at this point.
Super Mario.
Would you be willing to break the door down?
Well,
Pewter, I think it would be good for all of us if he did. I think a little foggy in here.
yeah, okay. I was going to start up and roll around in the flames, but if you think the door is something we should remove, I could do that too.
Leaf is gonna go, listen, before we all run out of here, we do have to make sure that we get everything out of here. It's not fair to leave them trapped down here to burn.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I'm saying, like, does anyone see, like, a water bird we can throw into the fire, maybe? That will counteract the flames?
The classic water phoenix.
Yeah, reverse phoenix, if you will.
That just always dies and doesn't come back. That's the reverse phoenix. Just
A regular bird.
It just gets water everywhere
It's
all
just
the
a
time.
duck.
Just-
It's just a normal duck. I mean, it's, I don't know. I think, you can look around if you want to roll, like, a quick investigation check.
Well, it's not my turn.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we can go ahead. We're suspending the turn order for a little bit. Because basically Sven has
Okay.
stopped fighting, or said he stopped fighting.
I will help as well then.
Okay.
Oh, you said perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Invest. Okay, alright, well, that one not as good. I got the 14 perception, I got a 1 investigation.
You.
So, just
I got a
one.
5 to
Oh
help.
my goodness. The smoke is making it a little bit hard to see. You do not find anything that can put out the fire. In fact, it seems to be getting worse. And Leaf goes, all right, listen, Pewter, if you want to bust down the door, then weird beard guy, if you and Flynn and I can just start hauling stuff out, ideally we figure something out.
Okay, well, why don't we all grab size-appropriate cage with size of fantastic animal inside, and all
Peter, stop
make our way out.
looking at me when you say that, and we'll talk about this when we get out. But good plan. Oh,
Okay.
And we'll say we'll also say Leaf turns back into a bear. The return of Bear Leaf. Yay.
All right, there we go.
So all right, we're going to hop over to Priz, who's upstairs.
All right, so I'm against the wall, and I'm assuming Hilda's out of the dark, but still doesn't know I attacked her because she hit me thinking I was Herb. So
Well,
I'm
she's
hoping
out of the
there's no
darkness now,
animosity.
so
Yeah,
I thought she
looking
knocked
at
me out
you
of it.
with a dagger in her side.
she knocked me out of the darkness because I remember I hit the wall and Maury spoke to me. So.
she's also out of the darkness, though. The only person who's in
Yeah.
darkness at this point is Herb. So
And that's the stairwell that's dark.
correct.
Right. So can I see the top of the stairs through the from the dining room?
No, you'd have to exit the dining room out into the living room to see the stairs.
Right. Okay. So Hildy's gonna go get Art, Can I see or smell smoke by now, like billowing out of the door?
Yeah, I imagine it's
can I
probably
smell smoke.
It's probably coming out of the basement at this point. Where you see
Yeah,
Azaria
I
was
believe-
like standing by the basement door, locking it as smoke starts to pour out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm smelling a lot of smoke
Mm-hmm.
coming up, right? So Hildy's not a threat. Herb's gone. Everyone's gone. It's just me and the big girl. So, right. So, how far can I get to the door? What's 30 feet? What's it gonna get me?
Which door? The basement?
Basement door.
You can get there in your base movement. I'd say it's about 30 feet away.
Is it locked like a lock, or is it locked like a key and he's got it in his pocket?
Key lock that Azaria has in his pocket.
Oh, right. That's a problem.
Azaria is going to tell you, Priz. I mean, come on. I need you to go get the art. We're heading out.
Right. They are. Okay. Oh, I'll help Hildy then. So, I'm going to, I'm close enough to Osorio now, right? First thing I want to do is, on my bonus action, I've got, healing word, which I could do on myself, right?
Should be able to.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a bonus action, so it's not my main action, but yeah. So it's a level 1 slot. I'm going to do that and click this button.
Again, I really hope Priz
And-
is saying this all out loud. Azaria just goes, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, 1 second is 4 plus 3, 7. So I get 7 points back. I'll be with you in a minute, Izzy. 7 points. Thank you, Healy. Okay, where was I? All right, action. Right. So, okay. So I am going to double dagger attack Azaria.
Do you have 2 daggers? I thought you had a dagger and a sword.
No, well, I've got a rapier and a dagger. So right, I mean, I meant, well,
Okay.
I got to be more precise. So anyway, I'm going to hit him with one and hit him with another. So I'll swing for hit first with the dagger.
Okay.
Okay, and that is 15 plus 5 is 20.
That hits.
Excellent. The dagger did 5. 2 plus 3, as you'd want to know, 5 damage.
All right. Yeah.
And now the rapier. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
No. He looks offended that you hit him. He goes, "Oi, mate."
Yeah, I figured it'd come as a bit of a surprise at this point. So I rolled a 2 plus 5. I got a feeling I'm just swinging a rapier around in the air for no reason.
Yeah, he gets the indicator when you stab him the first time that he kind of jumps out of the way, and he goes, "Oh, you know what? I knew that I never should have trusted a cat."
Oh, I could take offense to that, Cat. I'm not a cat. Yeah.
And Azaria is going to shout, "Hilda, I need you to take care of this one." And as it is Hilda's turn, unless you have anything else to do.
Well, I was going to yell was, Hilda, he means help me with the art.
I don't think she's.
He wants you to stab him.
I don't think she's
Find
that
out.
gullible.
Can we make a
you said-
wisdom check? Okay.
Yeah, Hilda's going to walk over to you with her axe, and she's gonna go ahead and try and swing at you, Priz.
I don't know the sound of that.
That is a natural 20, so,
Ooh.
Oh, fortunately, my armor's 65.
uh-huh. Alright.
I
That,
can't roll for deception to fool the dungeon master. Right?
so that is a total of 18 points of damage.
Yowza.
Wow. Ouch. Obviously, she went for the face, no matter what I said. 18 points of damage. Okay. I'm alive.
Yep.
When do I go unconscious?
when you hit 0.
Are you asking Hilda this?
Yeah. Right now, it's got hit me. Hilda, am I still awake? And she's like, well, you're not standing straight, but you ain't fall down. So yeah, I'm still conscious, sort of.
Priz is over here like, my favorite color is 7.
I always liked you, Hilda.
Hilda.
Hilda, you were always my favorite. Don't hit me again.
All right, next up is Pewter, who is in the basement.
Okay, so I look around, counting on one hand, how many magical creatures are down here?
I'm gonna say there's around 20 magical creatures.
Oi, that's more than just the hands. Okay.
But a lot of
Yeah,
them
I
are
know.
very small.
Once I get to 9 on my fingers, I'm going to shudder a little bit, and then I look at these flames. How bad is it? It's only been like 12 seconds,
Yeah.
right?
It's like I said, it's just there's a lot of like old flammable stuff in here. It's getting a little smoky, to be honest. You don't have lungs, so I think you might
Yeah,
actually
I'm
be
fine.
okay. But it's getting a little toasty.
If I stomped the fire on the fire, do you think this would put out the fire?
You can certainly try.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go for it. I get down, I say, okay, everybody, this is how it works. You stop, drop, and you roll around in the fire to help put out the fire. That's what my pop-up always told me.
Roll a, I guess an athletics check.
Oh, you love to hear it, you know. It is just a 13 this time, though. It's not bad.
You managed to clear the fire that started to build towards the exit point, so there's still a clear path to the staircase, but it does appear to still be spreading. And you actually see it trailing along a piece of fabric and reaching the floorboards above, that is the ceiling. So you, well, maybe not Pewter, but I'll say Flynn, you being down here, could speculate that it might start spreading to the upper floors.
Okay, that's a pretty fast fire. So
It's Phoenix fire. That moves triple speed, as we all know.
that's, well, Pewter did not know, but I guess it's probably too late for me to grab any, animals, but at least I can run to the door, and I won't be able to break it down this turn, but I can get over there at least, I guess.
I'll say, roll a d6 for me.
Okay. And d6, it looks like little square block. It's a 6.
It's a 6.
Yep.
If you grab some of the smaller ones, because again, a lot of these are pixies, you could, before you dash to the door, carry about 6 little cages. Those like cheap beta fish tanks that are definitely not good for the beta fish?
I think so. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're about that sized.
Okay, I get a whole handful of them, and I run up the stairs.
The door is locked, but we can handle that next turn.
I say, hey, little pixies, how's everybody doing? It's okay. Papa Pewter here.
Of the ones in your hands, some of them seem like they're coughing a little bit, maybe because of the smoke. And you notice that their mouths are moving, but you can't actually hear what they're saying. It appears like whatever they're being kept in is soundproof in some way.
Okay, I say, what? You have to speak up. Speak up, I cannot hear you. Tiny little lungs are not generating enough air to travel to my ears.
All right, Flynn, you are up next.
Well, looking around and noticing all the tiny creatures that I was going to try to carry have been now taken upstairs. I assume now everything is the medium and large creatures. So, yeah, I'm gonna look over. Leaf. I think we're gonna work together on this one. Bend down real quick, and I'm gonna start just like grabbing and tossing whatever I can haul on top of the bear's back. And then with any strength I can, like splay myself out X style and grab as many over his back to hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's more than willing to help. You hear him make some bear noises, but then it appears that he remembers that you cannot understand bear. So he kind of just, he does his best to act as a table for you to put this stuff on. And lowers down to
I have
make it
some
easier
rope
for you.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps. All right, I will spend my entire bonus action movement, just like back and forth, as many as I can latch onto his back.
All right.
As possible.
We'll say that you managed to get like the small to medium ones. We'll say that you managed to grab about 5. Yeah. So Pewter has 6 and you have 5, which means there are 9 cages remaining. Next up is Mori, who has busted down one of the upstairs doors and has rushed into the room. And I'll say, Priz, if you're watching, because you know the layout of this house, she has gone into Azaria's study, which you've been told is strictly off limits, and has rushed for something in there. You actually hear Mori shout, "Hey, not Goblin! I could use some help in here!"
I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking to.
Dude, I genuinely don't remember your name. It's like, what, like,
You just say Goblin.
Fine. Listen, Goblin, if you could come in here and help me real quick.
Of course, I'll be right there. Now I'm gonna run up the stairs and go try to help her. Well, I guess it's on my turn.
Yeah. Well, it's, your turn's after Azaria's. And Azaria, I'll say, like, if this is all happening concurrently, as you're kind of moving up the stairs, Azaria sees that you've damaged one of his paintings and goes, "No!" He is going to dash behind Hilda, who has kind of come into the space when she confronted Priz, so that she's kind of a wall between him and Priz. And he is going to kind of lean out and cast Eldritch Blast on Priz.
Right, through her? He's going to shoot through her?
He's leaning around her. But don't worry, he did not hit. That's only a 9, so he misses. Probably because he's a big coward hiding behind Hilda.
Because I'm staggering a lot.
Yeah,
it's hard target hit.
Yeah. You're so dizzy, you're making him dizzy. Next up is Herb.
All right. So I guess I'll say, I'll attack. I'll do my Eldritch Blast on Azaria this time, and I'll say, he's not a tabaxi. He's honestly, I forget, but he's not a cat. He
is a tabaxi.
I can't remember.
I messed up, and I still didn't do that one wrong.
God, I'm angry. And I'm gonna just cast. 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna hit with that one.
No, unfortunately. He kind of ducks behind Hilda, and Hilda, bodyguard, moves him out of the way. So you do not manage to hit him. Do you want to move on your turn?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna run all the way up the stairs and get as close to Mori as I can.
Yeah. I'll say you basically make it all the way to the office, and as you kind of pop into the room, I'll go ahead and say that Mori is in there, and while she is kind of huddled over a desk, and you see her, she's taken like his letter opener, and she is jamming a drawer open. She turns to you and she goes, "Listen, there on the wall. It's his contract. if you rip it up, I think he might lose his magic, I think.
Oh, okay.
And sure enough, on the wall, as someone who I guess presumably is very proud of it, you see he does have his warlock contract framed. And
I don't want to be a stickler, but since I've entered this room, I don't think Maury can see anything. So I'm
yeah.
gonna stand outside. I'm gonna stand outside, like just far enough away to where she would be able to see what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, like, originally she was very, like, calculating with trying to, like, pick this lock, and as soon as you go in, you see her immediately just changing to, like, bashing the letter opener against the drawer with, like, no sort of, like, plan. Yeah, so, you are now in the office with his contract. It is Leaf and Sven's turn. Leaf helped with Flynn, and he is currently carrying about 5 creatures on his back. But he's also going to take his turn to take his claws and try and break off the locks on some of the large cages, and let out some of those creatures. And he is successful in that endeavor, as several large fey creatures of indeterminate origin start rampaging around the room. And Sven is going to grab, we'll say, 2 or 3 of them. Not the big ones, the medium-sized ones. And kind of wobble up the stairs and go, "Yes, as soon as you are ready, you can break down the door."
Okay, I'm working on it. Thank you. Did not see you rolling around in flames trying to help, mister.
All right, Priz, it is your turn.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do, for obvious reasons, and I hate to burn my last level 2 spell slot, but I need a little help here because I'm at a 1. So I will start with healing word slot 2, please. Thank you very much. And I will roll that for a, wait for the math, 4 plus 2 plus 3 for 9 points. What? Great. That's better than nothing. So I got 9 points back. Rock and roll. Okay. I look at Hildy, still a bit dead. I yell, "I'm a bard, not a tank!" And that, yes, the other was a bonus thing. So I'm gonna do just whistle at Hildy in hopes that if I'm successful, when she turns to run in the opposite direction, that will actually run over you know who. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So
She makes a wisdom save, correct?
rolled this. Yes, 13.
Okay.
I mean, 13's the wisdom. Yes.
Yeah, she, despite the fact she actually doesn't have great wisdom,
I didn't think she was that bright, really.
yeah, no, she actually rolled a 16. Looks can be deceiving. And,
Well, that's not good for me.
yeah, you see, she does take half damage, so if you want to roll for damage, but,
Okay. At that level, or it's okay. So a 5 plus 3 plus 1, 9. So
9.
half a 9.
So we're gonna say 4 points of damage. And she is looking pretty beat up, and you see her kind of stagger a little bit as the blood kind of drips from, we'll say, her ears, because you're doing mental damage. And she narrows her eyes and kind of growls at you. And as she kind of staggers for a second, you see Azaria behind her just kind of be like, Hilla, you're not failing on me, yeah? Because I don't pay you to die.
Wait, you're paying her? I didn't get paid.
Well, you're certainly not getting paid after this. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll do my bonus first. So, I mean, I don't want to run away because then Hildy will take a swing at my head again.
Correct. All right.
Yeah.
So then next up,
That's not
Hilda's gonna take a swing at your head again.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, she's a little delirious and only rolls a 9. So she swings, but it is, alas, yet another miss.
Lucky the air didn't knock me down.
Yeah. And you were worried because there were like 3 axes coming at you with how double visioned you are right now. You
Well,
managed
the
to
last
dodge
one
all
knocked me
3 of them.
silly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next up is Pyotr.
Okay, so it is at this time, Priz, you start to hear on the other side of the door that you're right near. I'm gonna start banging on it. I think my hands are full, so I'm just gonna use my big noggin. I'm gonna start headbutting the door really good.
Sure. Roll an athletics check for me.
Okie doke. I got 16.
16. We'll say that the door actually isn't that strong. And with you ramming your full force into it, you do actually manage to creak and break it open.
Okay,
and-
can I say that my head goes through the door first?
Yes.
So it's just poking out.
Yep.
I go, here's Pewter, and then I'm going to run through, and I just assume the door is like around my neck,
Mm-hmm.
like off the hinges.
Yeah. You you have it kind of over you, kind of like you've shoved your head through a picture frame.
Right.
As you barrel into the room. And really, you could use this as a sort of weapon if you rammed at someone. You've basically created an area of impact around your head, similar to a snowplow.
A pewter plow.
A pewter plow.
I look around. Is that my action is breaking down the door?
What else would you like to do? We can talk about.
Pewter gets as many actions as he wants. I love this.
Depends on what your action is.
I just look around, and so I'm in the room now. Priz is right over there, right?
Yeah, Priz, Azaria, and Hilda are all in front of you, and you may be able to see the orb of darkness that is around the door upstairs, but you'd have no way of knowing who's in there.
Okay, so I'll see that Priz is all bloody and beaten, and I'm going to kind of like jog over to the table and set all the cages down the best that I can, like behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna look over at Hilda and Priz and go, seeing as that I feel like I would like to try to run into Hilda.
Okay.
Seeing as I could just try to like rush her with this door. I can't really hit her with my weapon though.
Yeah. I guess roll.
Or if you don't want me to do an action, I could just do a bonus action I had in mind as well.
Yeah, sure. I'd do the bonus action.
Okay, so I'm kind of got my hands full. I'm trying to set all the cages down. I'd say I'm just going to use Shield of Faith as a bonus action, and
Alrighty.
I'm going to give Priz +2 armor class.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna glow blue and be looking at Priz, and I say, Priz, you're doing great job up here, buddy, and now the boulder protects you. So you got this. You're doing so good. I'll help in just a little bit, actually.
You do. You were always my favorite, mate. You know that. You always have been my favorite.
Well, that's you are my favorite cat, man. That's for sure. That's the truth.
Yeah. Leaf and Sven are going to also run up the stairs with their fey creatures in tow. And for the sake of levity, we'll say with the ones that Leaf busted open, as well as the ones that he and Sven and Flynn are all carrying, that they have managed to release all of the fey creatures that they could find down there. And along with Sven and Leaf running up, there are various birds and animals that are kind of rushing out as smoke billows. And around the corners of this room, you can see fire starting to creep up and catch as it lights the wooden floorboards on fire. And it becomes apparently obvious that this house is in grave danger. Leaf gives a roar as he starts running towards the door, with the intent of getting the fey creatures on his back out. And Sven kind of looks around. You see him cast a sad glance at the artwork on the walls, clearly mourning that he cannot go back for it. But he also runs the other way towards the door with Leaf. Priz, you are up.
You mean Flynn?
Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, was that? No. Oh, wait. Was that all Pewter's turn?
Yes,
Oopsie.
I thought I was just such a dynamic leader. I led by example.
I mean,
Oopsie doopsie.
I was just on Leaf's back and
Yeah.
splayed out, and then all of a sudden I'm out. I'm good. I'm golden. What
I was just thrilled Azaria didn't get a shot at me, so I was a happy camper. But of course, Herb's the last one to shot at him, but whatever.
Oh, my brain turned off there for a second. My bad.
No, you're good. I think, just walk it all back, people. Hold on, back it on up. No, Flynn freeze frames you. You're probably wondering how I got
Yeah.
here.
Funny story. Okay, so I'm on the main floor, jumping off Bear Leaf's back, trying to usher some of these fake creatures out the front. DM question: we have not seen another fairy that looks like Leaf.
You've seen, so Pewter's carrying
Okay.
multiple pixies, but none of them are green. Like, none of them, there's some that maybe share a passing resemblance, but none of them have green hair. I don't know how close
Yes,
you
I'm
All
sure.
right.
guys were looking.
I would have assumed that Violet had bright green hair, vibrant emerald hair.
Well, in that case, I am going to look at the chaos and ask everyone up the stairs. I'm going to come for a pixie.
Yeah. Sorry, wait. You cut out a little bit. Did you say, what were you saying you were doing? You were looking for a pixie.
I'm going to use my action and bonus action and movement to dash up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be searching for a pixie that fits that description. I have not been upstairs, so
Sure.
I don't know what I'm looking at when I get up there.
Yeah, you dash and you notice that one of the doors has been bust down, and inside there's an orb of magical darkness. And the other door at the end of the hall is still closed. But you do maybe hear some muffled
That
voices.
darkness, ooh. Not a big fan of the darkness. I'll go try the other door. I don't know what's going on in there.
Yeah. It's not locked, so I'll say for the last of your movement, you can probably get to the doorway. You open it up, and it does appear to be Azaria's bedroom. And sitting on his desk, in its own special cage, with some documents around it that seem to be in relation in some way. There is a pixie that is kind of serious looking, who has bright purple hair. We're gonna say
So no one important. So I just turn around, right?
Oops, wrong expression.
She's like, I'm just vibing right now.
She's just vibing, actually. Here, we'll
Also, is there any way we could take a break really quick
Yeah.
after this turn?
yes. I was.
Hector's having a hard time holding his shale back.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have to use little boulders really again.
Well,
so-
on that note of suspenseful, who could this be? We're gonna take a little break. So we will be right back.
I like that Sven really turned it around.
Yeah,
I'm
Sven-
happy I didn't attack him.
Yeah.
He's actually a nice guy, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, don't make me feel bad. I'm the only one who hit him.
He just runs with the wrong crowd, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a lemming.
I mean, I think of
just
all of the
doing whatever he gets to.
characters who we met who were working for Zarya Fitch, I definitely think Sven is the one I really see going the distance in this party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
makes
I could not agree more.
I don't really.
There's not a lot of work for art dealers in this world. I mean, he is the premier art dealer, so if you're an art appraiser, there's just not a lot of work.
I mean, I've always appreciated like physical, beautiful paintings and artistry over, singing. And when you talk about, keeping the party dynamic
Yeah, I
going.
mean, like really
Yeah, if I,
bringing value to the party.
like if I want to listen to a song, I just listen to Michael Key's album, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Michael Keys.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
like
to the
that.
unwashed and uneducated masses, yeah, you just look at something, go, oh, that's pretty. I mean, I get it. It's not complex. It's paint. It's
like
swirls.
When you say unwashed, uneducated, I feel exceptionally targeted by this praise on both counts.
No, Peter.
And now you're mocking me? What the hell? Come on, man.
We are going to find out at the end of this
Gang.
session that Sven has joined the party and Priz has been shorn from the island.
I'm a raw creature with hair. No. Just let everybody join the party upstairs. That's all. Let's
Yeah.
get my butt kicked.
Is everyone back? Question mark.
Yep.
So,
Alrighty. I definitely remember the turn order now. It is Mori, I believe. Unless Flynn, if you had anything else you were doing other than you ran upstairs and then you found the yes.
I will just yell very, very quickly. Are you Leaf's sister?
She looks over to you and she kind of her eyes go wide and you see her mouth moving, but you can't actually hear anything that she's saying.
Oh, guess that's a no. Thank you. I start to reach for the door handle.
You see her
Well,
banging
you
against the glass. Clearly, she's very emphatically trying to get your attention.
All right, answers that question. Next turn.
Yeah. I have shocked face.
just leave that one up. That
Yeah.
one's gonna be there for a while.
And next up is Mori, who in the darkness has been bashing a letter opener into this drawer, and she does manage to break it open and very quickly starts scrambling for something inside. And Herb, I will say with the magical darkness, you see her stash something away, but it's so quick that you can't quite see what she puts in her pocket. And she kind of turns to where she thinks you are, and she just goes, "Listen, dude, if you just grab the contract, we gotta get out of here. This place is about to go up in flames."
What'd you put in your pocket?
It's mine. Just trust that it was mine, and I'm here for this. So you get the contract, I get this as payment for working for that creep, and we're both gonna head out. Yeah, capiche?
We'll touch back on that later.
Yeah, she's gonna dart out the door, and she's going to roll to see if she hits the door frame on accident. Yeah, she does kind of hit the door frame for a second, but she keeps on running, until she exits the magical darkness. And she is going to make it to about to the top of the staircase where she's kind of watching everything go down. And it is Azaria's turn, and he is going to kind of panic with everything going on. He's still hiding behind Hilda, and oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. I have to remind myself that I can't type because all of these letters are keybinded to people.
It was very looked normal. Looked
Yeah.
like the purple one did not like the guy, you know.
It's very tricky. He is going to very angrily go, okay, you know what? We're just, I would like for everyone to stop touching my things. And he is going to cast, we'll just go Eldritch Blast again. And he will aim for, we'll say Pewter, since you just kind of burst through the door.
I do look like a literal giant target now.
Yeah.
With my head in the middle.
That is a 17 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Here we go.
That is 7 points of damage.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I only have one more, but I think I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance again.
Alrighty.
Alright, roll a d12. 3 plus 3, 6.
Alright, so you take 1 point of damage.
Okay. Oh, that's smart. Ouchie. There's like a tiny little black spot in the middle of his forehead where it hit.
He's, Azaria's taking real pride in that. He's like, ha! I got you! See? And he's immediately, like, cowering behind Hilda again.
Yeah, you did. That's a good shot from over there.
Next up would be, Herb.
Alright. I think I'm going to take the contract off the wall and, like, stuff it in my pocket. I'm not gonna tear it up just yet.
It's gonna be too big to stuff in your pocket. It's like
I can't, like, roll it up or, like, fold it up.
It's in a
like...
frame, currently.
Well, yeah, I meant, like, take it out of the frame.
Are you taking the time to, like, open the back of the frame up?
Yeah,
and...
yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay. You're
yes,
gently, like, taking it out of the frame. You're unpeeling each of those little, like, metal, like, the little claspy things.
You, like, turn the little thing, and the felt comes out of the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I
managed
want
to
to roll it up and put it in my pocket.
Alright. You have acquired, his contract. What would you like to do now?
Was that my whole action, I assume?
Again, I feel bad if your entire action is taking thing out of frame. So
I mean,
what else would you like to do?
That's okay, but I just...
You still have movement at the very least.
Can I still attack? Oh, I can move. I guess I'll move back up to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
So I can see everything that's going.
Mori actually turns to you because she also exited, and she goes, "Dude, where's the contract? That was the whole thing I told you to get."
Yeah, I have it.
You gotta rip it up, burn it, do something.
What's in your pocket?
Okay, we can't. I promise I will tell you what's in my pocket if you deal with the Azaria situation first. Your friends down there are getting hurt. Look, the Tabaxi looks like he's on his last leg. He's on life 8 of 9 at this point.
Promises are easy to break because they're given for free.
Oh my god, is that part of the goblin code?
Yep.
Okay, it's a necklace, okay? It's my necklace.
Show me.
She pulls it out of her pocket and flashes it very quickly, and she goes, "There, are you happy? It's mine. Now if you could just rip up the contract, do something."
Okay. And I guess I'll rip up the contract now.
Okay. As you rip up Azaria's contract, and I imagine this conversation was overheard by everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Because it's right at the top of the stairs and everyone can see you.
Hi, Herb.
Yeah.
Hi.
Azaria looks quite peeved. And he goes, "No, that's mine. You have no idea what you're doing." And you see him getting more and more irate as he's like, "That's you don't understand. That's so important. And as he's kind of shouting at you, you see these shadowy kind of tendrils start rising out of the ground around his feet as he's shouting, and he doesn't seem to quite notice it. And you watch as he's kind of shouting at you like, "You imbecile, you have no idea what you've done!" And then he is
Oh.
yanked down into the ground by these tentacles and has disappeared from the scene.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All right.
well, he's dealt with.
He got swayzed.
He got facilitated.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
be careful who you're friends with on the other side, you know.
And Hilda kind of sees that, and her eyes go wide. And for the first time any of you have heard her speak, you just hear her go, nope. And she is going to take her action, well, when it's her turn, I suppose. She is pivoting towards that door. Next up is Leaf, who is currently, we'll say, has exited bear form and has kind of flown back into the room, and goes, has anyone seen my sister? She's not out there with everyone else.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anybody except these little pixies. I pointed at all the cages that I set on the table.
Inside? You didn't take them outside?
Peter, bring them outside, please.
I'm getting to it. I did not think I had enough movement speed to get out there and back, okay?
I just thought they looked pretty.
Chris is basically deceased at this point, so I was trying to help him out, you know.
I really should have put Hilda in the back. She's not really gonna be any taller. What happened? Why is she... Where is she gone? Where did she go?
moving.
Wait, hold on.
She's just in between.
Oh, she's
Sven
in
and
Leaf's
the-
folder. That's why. Okay. Get her
Oh.
out of there. Sorry. Continue. Just doing some... Alright. She's... You know what?
Is it just me, or is Hildy like jumping back and forth?
Hilda's a little uncomfortable right now.
He's Slendermanning all over the place.
She's teleporting. She, we'll say Leaf is, Leaf is kind of just flying around frantically looking for his sister.
Are any of these your sisters? I'm gesturing to all the cages.
He looks over, he's like, no, none of them are my sister, and also you should get those outside.
Could you just do your little lock picky and get that done? 'Cause-
We can lockpick them outside.
Okay, alright, big guy.
And Sven has taken his cargo outside, and has not returned. He is firmly outside the house at this point, which is very much at risk of going down in flames. Priz?
Oh, Hildy. Yeah, Hilda, no, we're still engaged, right? I mean, we've been hitting on each other. Not the way you think.
Congratulations.
You know, stories all the time with Tabaxi, and yeah, well, never mind. Anyway, so, yeah, I've got an axe to grind, quite literally, with her. So, what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to cast my last spell slot here and do healing word. Right, that was it. I was a bit ill. I rolled 2 + 3, so 5 total. So I'm gonna add a little 5 there. Look, I'm feeling better already.
Math makes Priz feel so much better. It truly is.
It does.
Truly
It is really. Oh God! It really is the language of Tabaxi. I mean, anyway. So, Hilda, I've got a little dagger and rapier that I've been meaning to show you.
Actually, you only
And
have a
so-
rapier for her because your bonus action of healing word is the same as your dagger action, so...
The lessons we learn in combat. Right. The dagger stuck in my belt. Well, okay, so, right, so I'm going to take this rapier that I've suddenly found free, and I'm going to try to slice your throat with it, given the opportunity. So I'm going to click it, and it says, Damn.
Yeah,
No,
you
actually,
don't want to slice. You're gonna want to do a pokey next time, please. But just pretend I'm not here. You're doing great.
right. Gumby, I don't care, but 2 + 5 is only a 7, so I've got the feeling I missed her.
Yeah, you're still a little dizzy, so it's
Yeah.
you do miss by quite a big margin.
But she understands I'm upset. That's the important
Oh,
thing.
sure. Well, you will get another
And,
opportunity
can
to
I
attack
do a
her.
motion? Right. Well, wait. If I use my motion to grab any loose cages and just help run them out the door, she'll stab me, right? I mean, she'll try.
She's actually not going to take an opportunity attack if you move away.
But she's trying to beat feet.
She's
right?
also trying to leave. Yeah.
Yeah. So with my movement, I believe pewter littered the ground with lots of little cages.
Well, they're on a table.
No, they're on the table. I'm not
Okay.
They're
found-
banging
okay.
against the glass, clearly suffocating from smoke.
Yeah. It's getting awful foggy up in here, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna. Oh gosh, I'm gonna grab me as many cages as my tabaxi, which is not a cat, by the way, arms can handle, and I'm gonna run him out the door.
All right. You grab the pixies that were on the table. Pewter, your group has been poached as Priz grabs them and runs out the door. And Hilda is going to do the same, dashing out the front door and into the dark night. Not Batman, just it is evening time. And next up is Pewter.
Okay, so I'm going to. It's kind of hard to run around with this thing, so I'm gonna pop the door off my noggin and set it gently against the wall.
It immediately
And-
goes up in flames.
Okay, well, it's not my fault. And I'm gonna look over. So pretty much almost everyone's left except Herb and this small goblin girl on the stairs, right?
Flynn is upstairs, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna run upstairs then. And is Herb still dark?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to get kind of up the stairs, and then it's all gonna be dark, and I'm gonna say, "Okay, who's up here?"
Me, I'm up here.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. Okay.
Over
I'm
here.
coming. All right. Hold on. I'm walking towards you all. My arms are outstretched.
God.
Okay. I'm feeling
Your arms
around.
outstretched would not hit Maury, as she is 3'2".
Yeah. Okay. I don't feel anything with my hands, and I'm just hope I don't step on people as I walk past. Anything I can help with? What's going on up here?
Maury
was
goes.
that-
These are like tilting on the door back and forth.
Yeah, Maury is Herb. You see her like on the ground, like putting her hands out to try and feel where the stairs are, so that she can start going down the stairs. And she's like, "I think that we should get out of here. Personally, that's my two copper."
That is very good idea. Yeah. Okay. You guys go ahead. I think we have to still find the sister pixie of the green pixie, who is our friend.
On that note, unless there's anything else you want to do.
I'm saying that out loud, and I'm just kind of walking it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
It is Flynn's turn, so you are in the room with the pixie in the glass.
Well, that's good enough for me. It looks like you're freaking out, and we're all getting out of here. So, you're coming with me one way or another. And I run, and I do a flying leap, jump, turn, spin, land on the table as gracefully as I can, snag the cage, and then run out of the room and take full dash action.
All right, I am gonna need an acrobatics check for those flips.
Of
Let's
course,
hope
with
they're
a
worth it.
24.
Yeah, no, you do 6 flips,
Oh.
and despite the fact that this is a very serious and chaotic situation for which this unnamed pixie clearly seems very stressed, she clearly is very impressed by your sick moves.
I knew it was worth the practice. I kind of say to myself as I leap down off the table and I take my full.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. I can hear you now. There was a little quiet.
Yeah, I think the stream dropped.
Arnar, the stream dropped. It says I'm still
Yep,
streaming
yep.
here.
Yep, it just refreshed. We're good now.
Okay.
No, we lost about like 10 seconds.
Dang.
There you go.
Pretty much Flynn's exit.
Yep. As soon as I was leaving the door, it cut out.
The flips were too sick, unfortunately. And it was
Yeah,
just
broke
they
the
were so
stream.
cool that they broke the stream, unfortunately.
All those lessons from the monk monastery, Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
He taught me everything he knew.
Tony Hawk is an Aarakocra, and it is a literal hawk. But yeah, you rush out. No, Luigi, it was I who broke, and by I mean internet. But as you rush out, Leaf spots the pixie in your hand, and quickly goes, "Violet, that's her. Okay, let's get the hell out of here." And flies over to you and kind of lands on top of the cage and starts trying to open it up as you're running. They weigh nothing, so yeah, it is just you lot in the room at this point.
But it's still dark, right?
Yeah, are we still in initiative order?
I mean, we are. I will say, Herb, you can drop darkness if you
Yeah,
want.
I was gonna do that on my turn.
Okay. We'll say Mori is taking her turn to dash out the front door. Azaria is not here anymore, so it is your turn.
Ribbed.
Okay.
R.I.P.
So yeah, I'll drop darkness,
All right.
and then I guess I'll point after who was it, the orc lady?
Yeah, Hilda's out
I
the door. She's
see
gone.
her. Oh, okay, she's gone. Okay.
So do you want to head for the front door, or?
Yeah, I'll head for the front door.
Okay.
See if I can see her out there.
Yeah, Leaf is taking his turn to try and open the cage, but mostly he's just hitching a ride off of Flynn. Sven is gone. Priz, what would you like to do?
Well, of course, I went at the door before Hilda. I assume I could probably see her, right? Because she ran past me when she came out, right?
I mean, she did, but she's running into the street. I mean, she's kind of just trying to get as far away. She didn't attack, so she took a dash action. She just,
Oh, so she's
Alright.
pretty far.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. Yeah, well, everyone, who's inside? Everyone's out now?
All of the party is still inside.
Frizz looks around and you're by yourself, and you're like, "Is that everybody?"
Wait. So Hilda runs by me, and I'm outside with some cages, and nobody followed me. Everyone's inside in the fiery, burning.
Well, they're
house.
on their way out.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Right. Right. So I'll use oh well, okay. I'll just basically because they're all inside and I don't know their condition. What I'm going to do.
Well, I mean, the front door is open. You can probably see them coming down the stairs.
Oh, well, then I'll just yell, "Get your heinies out here, people! This whole thing's a powder keg. It's gonna fall apart any minute now." Because now that I'm outside, I can see flames coming out windows and whatnot and such. Real quick, if I went 15 feet in the door to the right, you know what I'm talking about, where the art used to be? You remember? Just to the right. If I went 15 feet in, could I grab something off the wall, like a piece of art of value, and go 15 feet back out?
With 15 feet, I don't know if you could get all the way into the art hall.
Right. Yeah. How bad is this house burning?
You would have to learn that the hard way and run back in if you want to risk it for the artwork.
Oh, it's a little gold.
You
there
still
was some
feel the
beauties.
shimmer of the boulder
There's-
protecting you.
There was some beautiful pieces, people, in there. There's this one tabaxi. Anyway, all right, fine. I just send a message to my boy Pewter inside using a cantrip message saying, "The boulder is with you. Get out of the fire."
Peter, I look around. I'm standing in fire right now. I step over to the left. I say, "Phew, boulder. Oh, thank you. That was close one." Okay. Wow. This is a big day.
It is Pewter's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I look around. I'm the kind of last one in here, right? Flynn, you ran past me.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I'll just start. I'll start coming up behind, and if I can just scoop anything up or anybody up and dash at the same time, I would do that to get out.
Yeah. I'm actually willing to say at this point everyone has the same goal, which is get out of the building. And everyone is on the same side in that goal. So I'd be willing to say that we've kind of, we can kind of end initiative and just see as everyone makes their way outside. And onto the street. And let me put out the fire real quick.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Whew.
You watch as you exit the building, and sure enough, it's very much collapsing behind you. I mean, it was very fragile, and Phoenix Fire, as you've learned, is incredibly flammable and very fast. But you all have successfully made it out. Huzzah!
Oh.
Well, guys, that was a close call. Did anybody see? It looks like everyone got out except Mr. Fitch. Did anybody see Mr. Fitch? I wanted to thank him for dinner. I know that it, there was some unfortunate stuff happen after that, but, just trying to be polite.
I
I
think he
didn't
got
see him after he
swallowed.
burned down the basement. He ran upstairs, and that was the last time I saw him.
Actually, something quite unexpected happened. These tentacles kind of, I don't know, it's like a kraken come up and just wrapped him up and dragged him into the floor. I can't explain it. It was a lot of magic, so I don't know where he is, but he did not look happy.
Oh, that was just the Great Goblin. He swallowed him.
Oh, Great Goblin, huh? Okay. Well,
Yep.
all right, well, that's too bad. He seemed like a nice guy.
As you four have made your way outside, Leaf was successful in prying the door off of this cage. And sure enough, the other fairy flies out, and the two start kind of chattering to each other. You hear, for the first time, her voice of what you can only assume is Violet, based on what Leaf has said to you. She goes, "Leaf, what are you doing here?" And Leaf kind of replies with, "Saving you. That was sort of the priority." And she goes, If you're here, then who's looking after the kingdom?" And he goes, probably like a royal vizier or so. I feel like the priority is that you're okay. And Violet replies, "As the crown prince, you're supposed to take over if anything were to happen to me." And he goes, "I feel like you're really just ignoring the whole me saving you thing. I think that's sort of the big priority here." And the conversation kind of continues on like that as they talk to each other.
I say, Miss Leaf's sister, I would just say that your brother was very worried about you, you know. Oh, I, by the way, forgot. Hello, my name is Peter Shale. Nice to meet you. And I reached down my tiny pinky finger in my stone hand to shake.
She turns to you and she kind of recomposes herself, and she goes, "I'm afraid that I've forgotten my manners. My name is Queen Violet of the Brookside Fae Colony. I owe you my eternal gratitude for both saving me and the other Fae, as well as looking after my little brother. Your kind words are appreciated." And she kind of takes both her hands and, like, pats your finger appreciatively.
Oh, thank you. Flynn, you hear that? She is queen. That's pretty neat.
It's an honor. How in the world did a queen of the Fae colony get wrapped up in all of this?
She goes, "Well, unfortunately, Azaria and his men stormed our colony in the dead of night and took many of our kingdom captive. Fortunately, it seems that you've managed to free all of the ones that he's taken, which is a great relief to us. But I will certainly make sure to improve security moving forward, as that was clearly a large oversight."
Two things I'd like to make very clear, Queen. One, I wasn't part of the whole raiding thing. That was not a Priz production in any way, shape, or form. And secondly, I recently lost a sponsor, and we can talk later. But if you are in the market, I know a good bard.
It's much appreciated. You are, and I mean this in no disrespect, a little large to be in the Fae colony, admittedly. We don't really have a lot of room for bigger folk, but I'm sure that you're very talented. You weren't there with the kidnapping, so I figured that you may not be aware.
I mean, you could work out, slim down a little, but you should at least hear him sing first.
Yeah, he's not Michael Keys, but he's pretty good.
I mean, if it
God.
was Michael Keys, it would be a different story, I feel.
Oh,
Have you ever seen how big The only thing bigger than Michael Keys is his ego. Anyway, just by the by, I actually studied my singing in the Fae College, so have a go at that. But be that as it may, to each their own.
Also, Queen, I want to say I also was not there when the kidnapping happened. Just so we're all on the same page.
Maury goes, "I also was not there when the kidnapping happened. I know that I seem like I may have been a little bit more complicit in all of this, but I promise I was not working for that guy with any intention of doing the stuff that he did. I was here for one reason only, which was to get something that belongs to me, and I got that. So I don't like Azaria Fitch. Let me make that perfectly clear."
Oh yeah, that necklace in your pocket. Let me see that again. What is that?
No, this is mine, and it's just doing, it's mine. And she kind of holds it away from you and out of your reach. And
Seems like you stole it though.
as that's kind of happening, Leaf flies up to, we'll say Flynn and Pewter, since Herb is kind of distracted. And he goes, "Listen, I know we haven't known each other for super long, but I really want to say I can't thank you enough for going out on a limb for me and my family. I really appreciate it. Thank you." And as he says thank you, the amulet that Maury is holding, you see the green gem on that amulet illuminate. And when that happens, you are struck with a blinding flash of white. And you find that the background is wrong. Oops.
Oh.
Burning building.
You're back in the burning building. Oopsie doopsie.
It's
Am I
green
stroking
fire.
out? I'm older. Tell me if I'm stroking out.
But you watch as pretty much the cobblestone around you is overrun with plant life, and this dreary, kind of dark, grungy town is suddenly covered in greenery. And most strikingly, you see as the Fitch Manor is completely swallowed into the ground. And all of this kind of happens to the shock and awe of everyone around you. But as that kind of white light fades, you see a faint glow surrounding Leaf. And, I mean, he seems as shocked by this as you. He kind of goes, what just happened?
Well, I just say, buddy, you're really glowing right now. You look great. You got your sister back. Things are looking up. You're a big celebrity, and I wave at some of the horrified villagers.
Yeah, there's a lot
staring
of
at us.
frantic pointing and screaming.
Hello.
And you see as Mori, who was holding the amulet, kind of looks back and forth at the amulet and then at you all in kind of surprise. And she just goes, "Oh my god, this changes a lot. Okay. All right. Everyone who was just okay, you," and she points to you, Pewter, and Flynn, and she goes, I guess you're involved in this." And she points to you, Herb, and then she turns to you, Priz, and she's like, Are you part of the group? Are you, like, traveling with them?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely the lead singer, but yeah, we're a group.
She goes, okay, I need you four to, I mean, are you guys looking for work? I might have an opportunity for you.
I'm not really doing anything else right now. Flynn, Herb, what about you guys?
No, not at all.
I assumed we were gonna get back to the ship at some time. I was kind of hope. I guess I've got nothing else to do.
That ship also horrified me. I do not like open water, so I'm happy to not be there.
Mori goes, oh, I can show you a ship, and it's way better than any, bootleg cruiser, anything like that. Listen, this amulet, it's sort of rare and, really important, like really super, really scary important. And, not a lot of people have the ability to activate it like this. We don't really understand it. But, long story short, my organization that I'm a part of could really benefit from 4 people who can use this. And she actually turns to Leaf as well and goes, also, you kind of need this too, or need to come with us too. You're sort of tied to this now. And she holds up the amulet and she goes, I know that's not like super pleasant to hear, but I can't really get into the details. My boss can fill you guys in.
Zarya, Fitch, that...
No.
Mori, I don't know if you heard, but he got dragged into evil goblin hell by evil tentacles.
Well, first of all, I don't think he would go to goblin hell, considering he's not a goblin, unlike...
Well, that's what Herb said, and he's a
The
goblin.
great goblin
so
swallowed him.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Unrelated. I'm not working for Azaria Fitch, and frankly, I choose to believe that I never was. I only was working there to get this, and now that I've got this, it was sort of like an undercover mission, you know? Like you know, you're like I'm a spy. Spies are cool.
Yeah, spies are cool. Everybody, what you think about spies?
Yeah, I think spies are cool.
Yeah, there you go.
See?
They're cool.
Spies are cool.
Yeah, same for me. I wasn't working for him. I
No,
mean, it
you
just
were
looked
working
that
for
way.
him. I managed his payroll. You were definitely working for him.
Well, was I working? Honestly, did you ever actually see me work once?
I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
But you were, I guess you were getting paid though. Well, okay, it's fine, whatever. I don't doubt that you didn't know what was going on. But long story short, my boss sort of needs a group of people to go and figure this whole amulet thing out, and you four seem like those people, whether you like it or not, because you turned it on, and that's sort of a big deal. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to come with me, we can, you can come meet my boss.
Does
Well,
that
you
mean
two-
we'll be spies too?
I'm sorry, what?
Are we gonna be spies too?
I mean, I guess if you want to refer to yourselves like that, yeah, you can join the spy club.
Okay, yeah, I like this idea, Flynn. We'd be super secret spies.
And before you
Okay.
say anything, I'm not a kid, so I'm not a spy kid. Don't bring it up.
Oh no, dude,
well-
listen, I'm the same height as you. You know, I get that all the time.
Well,
It is strange how you and Herb have vastly different heights coming
Yeah.
from similar backgrounds.
No, I mean it is really strange, isn't it? And she kind of gives you a
Yeah,
glare.
it is really strange.
Yep, if Flynn, it's weird. You and Priz are different heights too, and you're both cat people, right?
My
It's
mom's a
so
cat
hard.
person, but it's a little different. Wait, really? Pewter, you're looking at me, and I think we're just gonna have to address this one at another time. So about us being spies, and this big boat.
Yeah, kind of on that note, Mori leads you to the docks, and we'll actually go ahead and address this real quick. Leaf kind of talks aside to his sister, and you see Violet kind of give him a hug and whisper some words, and then she goes and starts collecting all of the Fae that has been released. Sven has actually been working to open up all of the cages and let people out. And you see her kind of assemble the group of Fae that presumably was kidnapped as Leaf flies over to you guys. And he goes, I mean, no guarantees, but if it's sort of important, then I guess I'll hang with you guys for the time being. And
You like us, Leaf. Don't lie. Come on.
yeah, all right, I'll admit it. You
Yeah.
guys are fun.
He's good buddy. Okay, all right, let's go.
And Mori leads all of you to her boat, which is a large ship that frankly looks much too large for one person to man. But she gestures anyway, and she goes, you know, all aboard. This is my ship.
Can there be dinner? We didn't really get to eat.
We got like rations. I can't guarantee that it's good. It's all stuff that doesn't, you know, non-perishables. But there's food on the ship.
You still got some potatoes on your hair too, if you're really
That's
hungry.
true.
That's true.
And she pulls you onto this boat. She's like, we do have booze. We do have booze on the ship.
Well,
Winner, chicken dinner.
also, when everyone gets on the ship, Peter's the last one to get on, and he kind of like glances down at the water and he glances at the boat, and he like puts his hand on his chest and kind of is like rubbing the emblem on his harness with his thumb, like, you know, not mindlessly, and then he very gently steps onto the boat.
There's a creek,
I woke up.
but fortunately the boat does not. The boat does support your weight.
Ooh, Huck, thank Boulder. That was anyway.
I walk over to Peter and say very quietly to him, you know, I get it too. And I'll never ever admit this, but there are all similarities between me and a cat. and we don't like water. So you're a rock, I'm a cat. I get it. We'll get through this together, mate. Me and you, thick as thieves.
Thanks, Praise. It really means a lot. And then I'm going to cautiously reach out to pet his head very carefully, making eye contact whole time. My fingers are tingling. I've got some heal spells, maybe.
There's some mistakes you just never come back from.
Okay, there we go. I'm screeching behind ears now. And I give you 5 hit points of my lay on hands as well, just so you got it.
Pewter will only distribute lay on hands to Priz if he can pet. As you all get onto the boat, Mori kind of stands at the front, and you see as she's kind of focusing, suddenly these almost ghostly looking hands start appearing and adjusting ropes and basically operating the ship as if it was a full crew. But instead it's just these ghostly hands that are kind of operating everything. And you see that Mori is at the front, kind of adjusting and checking that everything is in its place.
What is going on here? Maury, sorry, you said your name was Maury, right? But what is going on?
She turns to you and she goes, I mean, hey, you're not the only monk in the world. Mine just comes with a few more perks. And she kind of gestures to the astral hands that are manning the ship.
They never taught me this. The School of Hawk was pretty specific. Wow. I might learn a thing or two.
And she pushes off port, and you start sailing to an undisclosed location. Frankly, no one seems to have taught your group about stranger danger.
No, Pewter is no concept of stranger danger. Stranger is just new friend with different name. That's all.
Once you... Oh, sorry.
Can I? Well, I was going to say, I mean, we're not doing this, but can I? I'm double checking something. Nope, no spell slots, nothing to do till we get a rest.
Once the ship is kind of on its way, sailing through the sea, Mori seems kind of content in basically leaving her post, and she turns to the 4 of you, and I guess 5. Leaf is kind of, we'll say, sitting on Flynn's shoulder again, and she goes, okay, I know you're probably confused, and you're probably wondering where we're going. Again, I'm kind of surprised that I was able to convince you that easily. But I work for a secret organization. We call ourselves the Citadel, and sort of our whole gig is involved with this thing. And she holds out that amulet again. Which I could keep flashing on screen, but it's also in the top right corner, so...
Oh, must be important.
No, it's clearly not. She goes...
Okay, I eat it.
Yeah. Fortunately, you don't
No.
have it.
No.
But she holds it up and she goes, "This is the amulet. You think it'd have some cool name, but it's just called the amulet. And we don't really understand how it works, but we do know that it was made by the gods. We don't know which ones." And that it holds an incredible power, and we don't know what that is. So,
Yes. Probably Boulder did it.
I mean, maybe. Who
But
knows?
Sorry. Yeah, keep going. You're doing great.
Important thing to note is our organization is set to destroy it because we kind of believe that no one should have this power. The issue is we can't destroy it unless it's activated, and we had no clue how to activate it. That was a big problem. That's why it was kind of a big deal that you guys managed to turn on one of these lights here. And she taps the green one again. And she goes, "The legend goes that each of these lights is linked to a specific person, and each of those people are important representatives of the elements or whatever. So, no, the green part is glowing, Luigi. I just thank you for noticing. It was not glowing before.
Also, Boulder informed me that we should be thankful for Luigi next time we see him because he is a subscriber, to being a good kart driver.
It's true. And
Yes. And my Mario comment was Luigi actually nailed it. They nailed it. So let me get this straight. So this amulet of power, we're going to fill out all the stones, this infinite thing of power, and you're going to destroy it before someone, I don't know, snaps their fingers or something?
yeah, it's kind of the goal. It's just sort of feels like it's really strong, and we don't want it just in circulation. So we're turning it on, and then we're turning it back off again via destroying it violently, probably with a hammer.
Oh.
What did someone do with it?
Yeah, so we don't know exactly. Sort of a big thing is we're looking for researchers. Don't suppose any of you guys happen to study for, magical artifacts or something like that?
I know a thing or two about things.
Uh-huh.
I mean, can't we just roll blindly?
You can roll Arcana checks if
Hope
you
for
want.
the best.
I choose to fail.
That's 11. I failed I failed with trying.
Yeah.
No chance.
I rolled a 15 plus 2
Alright.
for 17.
Yeah,
I got a
Herb, you have
17.
no idea. Priz, I'll say with a 17, you have heard legends of a lot of magical artifacts, to the point where it's almost commonplace. And even with a 17, you may have heard of a couple magic amulets, but without more information. Maury's just kind of being vague in saying that it does scary stuff. But you may have heard a couple legends about some, collecting sages or something, but you're not 100% sure what that means.
Well, she's just like, yeah, I don't have a spell slot to read her thoughts. That's all I got to say.
And she goes, so anyway, long story short, the goal is I'm gonna bring you back to my boss. She's super nice, don't worry. I would say that she's intimidating, but honestly, she's really not. But she'll probably put you on the payroll. I know that you guys are, at least some of you are probably money driven. She pays well, I promise. And then the goal would just be that if we ever get a lead on a way to activate this amulet, we would just send you guys out to do, the mission or whatever. And then, you can go be spies.
Do we get paid?
Yeah, yes, you get paid.
I've got a question. Do we get paid?
Okay, we could go back over the, yes, you will, there's money involved, and you will be paid that money upon completion of your tasks.
Will Pewter
Maury,
get paid?
quick question, different from these two.
Uh-huh.
Will we be paid?
Okay.
But not in money, in information. How well connected is the Citadel?
So, the Citadel's actually located on, Oasis. And I'm gonna need all of you to roll history checks on Oasis.
Okay. I got 2. It's like
12.
dice out.
Okay.
4 plus 2 is 6.
Uh-huh. Herb?
What are we rolling for? Sorry.
History.
Oh, I see. 15.
Oh.
15. Okay. I'll say, Pewter, you got nothing.
I also raised my hand at this point, but we can.
We'll circle back around to that. I'll say, Priz, even with your low roll, you three are aware Oasis is a very important man-made island, artificial island, and it is specifically, basically where any diplomacy, almost like a world government, operates. It's very, very prestigious. And Flynn and Herb, you know additionally that that's where all the famous people live. It's the Beverly Hills of the world. The rich and famous live there. All of the very important government officials have housing there. It's a very big deal. And the fact that this is located there lends a lot of credence to this being a serious organization, because not everyone can go to Oasis. In fact, most people have to show some form of identification to even set foot on the island.
You see a worried look cross my face when Oasis is mentioned, but then I try to hide it quickly. Okay, yeah, just looking for someone. Would love some help. But thank you, yeah, that works for me.
I mean,
This lady's big business.
there's a lot of important people there, and a lot of different detective agencies. I mean, if you're looking for someone, you could probably find some information there. I don't know who you're looking for.
No one in particular. We could talk about it later.
Oh, okay. Pewter, you've been raising your hand for a while. What's up?
Yeah, I have, but thought maybe you didn't see me. That's why I was waving it around so much. I was just thinking, earlier you said you're going to take that shiny necklace and break it?
Yep, that's the plan.
Right? Yeah? Okay. Why don't you just... maybe I can hold it, you know? If nobody else wants it, I could hold it. Just take a look at it.
No offense. Until you meet my boss and, like, officially get added to the payroll and everything, I don't... This is sort of, you know, the thing that I spent all that time trying to recover from Azaria. It's sort of important. And it's not that I don't trust you. It's just, you know...
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. That's okay.
Okay, I respect your decision, but when you decide to break it, you don't want it anymore, maybe I could just try it, you know, to take a little nibble, see if it's any good.
Yeah, see, that's the concern that I have, actually, is those words that you just said.
But you don't want it you're going to throw it in the garbage. I feel like I don't want to eat it out of the garbage, but I will if I have to, you know?
I genuinely fear that if you try and take a bite of this thing, it's going to, like, break your teeth, I fear.
I get an upset tummy, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, she's gonna kind of settle down, and she goes, just, you know, I'll let you know when we get there. It's probably gonna take a while. Yeah, and, I guess just make yourselves comfortable. She kind of returns to her post, and, as you all are kind of standing around, and you see Mori kind of walking away, you feel the air kind of stagnate a little bit. And suddenly, you feel deeply uncomfortable. And...
Oh, wait. Sorry, I very, 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 very important. I look around for maybe someone looking around the corner, eavesdropping. Can I roll it, you know, insight or perception?
Yeah.
Okay, this is very important. Biggest roll of my life right here. Oh, thank goodness. A dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you look around, and I hope you guys know, I know you guys can't hear it, but right as you said you were looking around, I switched it to this really spooky doll music. With a dirty 20, you look around and confirm that your worst fears are not the case. You have not been trailed since Lolis by a certain priestess. You do spot over by the barrels a little bony tail that is asleep behind the barrels. Chunky.
Oh God, I totally.
I know you forgot about Chunky.
My second worst. No, he followed us.
I was literally like, I remembered after we were on the boat, and then I was gonna be like, Peter suddenly realized. He was gonna be distraught.
Fortunately, Chunky has made it onto the boat with you, but I will say, Flynn, with your dirty 20 perception roll, you watch as kind of the corners of your vision start to go gray. And it's not just you. Everyone, the four of you, see as everything kind of goes dark. And Maury, who is walking up the stairs, freezes in place as if time has stopped. And in front of you, a figure appears. And you can't make out her face super well, but she does mumble something to you. And she goes, "I need you to find me. I need you to find me."
One quest at a time, lady. We're doing the necklace.
She doesn't seem to respond to you. She doesn't actually even seem to see you. And all at once, you feel as though everything just sort of snaps back into place. And Maury is totally normal. She's walking upstairs. She seems unfazed by what's going on. And she actually glances back to say, "Oh, I forgot to mention something. Hey, you guys look you look real spooked. What's going on?"
Did you see the lady?
The what?
Yeah, you did not say that your boat was haunted by spooky ghosts.
Hey, now I don't take kindly to that. My boat is ghost free.
No, this was like an old lady.
No, there's no I'm the only lady on my boat.
She like said we needed to find her.
No.
I think your boat's on it.
My boat's not. I would have noticed if my boat was haunted, alright? I didn't see no lady.
Well, I think it's the fact that you didn't see her that worries me the most.
Yeah, that's really spooky.
And as this argument kind of fades into the distance, we're gonna call that episode there. And starting next episode, you will arrive at Oasis.
Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Spooky, scary, ghostly figures.
Just for the record, we are getting paid, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna pay.
Okay, all right, cool. No, just
Tune in next
Pewter's
time
getting
to
paid
see
too.
everyone get paid.
Pewter will get paid too. Just he won't get the gold because I'll give him rocks.
And as a bonus, all of you can level up. Huzzah, yay!
Can we click long rest?
Yes, you can. There are sleeping quarters in the base of the boat where you can take a good nappy, if you so choose.
Oh, please tell me Priz is like downstairs. Like, okay, I go to my inventory. Where's the long rest button?
You see him like tapping the air in front of him as if there's a menu there.
Oh god, the reality is he's in a VR game and we're all NPCs.
Yeah.
That's real.
He's actually just playing a video game.
So I took a long rest, which gave me 4 plus 2 spell slots.
Whoever's
What are you
rooming with
talking about,
Priz is just dealing with like his mumbling as he's saying these things to himself.
Oh, my health went up. Wait, I got new spell slots. Did I?
Oh, that's
what?
so nice, Praise. Good
Do I have to
job.
pick-
I'm petting
do I have
him
to
the
pick
whole
points?
Yeah. Notes for next time. I need to put a sticky note on my screen to remind me when to change the music, because I did change the music, but not as much as I wanted to. I made a custom soundboard just for this campaign moving forward. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for any latency issues we had this time around. We're gonna work to get those resolved in the future. But if you're watching the VOD, thank you again for watching, and we will see you next week, same time.
Level our pants. Thanks for
Bye.
dialing in, and remember, smash that button.
Bye.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.